Alright guys, how you doing? Here it is, the 0FXS. So this is actually quite cool. Okay, so let's go for a little ride and then we'll go for a little walk around. I mean, you can see here's a battery cell, the charging port is down here in the front, right there. It's got LED lights. So lights should last quite a while. Let me open this up a little bit. So when you turn it on, you need to obviously goes from red light to green light. And I'm in eco mode. We got 100%. We got a range at 49.8 miles. Let's make sure that no one's around. So just gently on the throttle. It's got ABS. I don't know if he's turned it off. Ooh. This is so weird. Like seriously, there is no sound. I'm doing 30 miles an hour and there's no engine sound. This is a little bit weird. Now I have to say, like, okay, I asked them and they said that both these bikes are A2 compliant. So if you've got a restricted A2 bike, it is compliant with that, but you have to be gentle. Before I go even further, you have to understand that these zero motorcycles are torquey and they can be dangerous. So I'm riding on, I don't know what size, I didn't take a good look at it, but they are Pirelli Diablo Rosso 2s. This is eco mode, and I tell you what, this thing's got a pickup. So you can see at the bottom right your output power, you've got your torque range. Let me wipe my camera in case there's any rain on it. Oh, where's this one? I'm using two cameras. One is at 2.7K. I don't know what frame per second, either it's like 30 or at 60, I don't know. And then the one that's got the microphone plugged in, that's chin mounted, is at 720 at 120 frames per second. A little bit stiff on the suspension, I've got to say, but I think this has been, you know, it's like an enduro supermoto which has been adapted for the road. The handlebars are a little bit high, but I'm guessing you can always get them altered. Now here's a little roundabout. Let's follow these cars, see where they're going. There's the indicator. He said if it starts raining, yeah, make sure it's on eco mode and you get your ass home. I mean, so far I haven't seen any dangerous power, but where people have gone wrong on this motorcycle is actually going around the bends. When they go around the bend and then they try and throttle through the bend, it kicks out because it's got that much torque. He was telling me it's got more than the charged Kawasaki's that they've got in the store. And again, this is an A2 car. Whoa, why is my GoPro there? Not a great start. Alright guys, so I just stopped to change over the battery. So let's take a good little look at this bike. So it is quite narrow, it is quite nimble, and I mean, it looks pretty good. I don't know what happened to the mirror, he doesn't even know. Like I said, there's the big battery cell, so you get nothing on the left side, right? You get absolutely nothing. There's no brake lever here, there's no clutch lever here. And suspension wise, little bit hard, but it's nice. Let me actually adjust this mirror. There we go, mirror is adjusted. Now we are live. As you can see, there's kill switch and there's live. So I don't want to find out what happens when you fully pull the throttle back, especially on a test ride motorcycle. But this does actually have good pickup. I imagine if you're the type of person to ride around in the city and you don't want your legs to be sweating, then this is a good bike to have. So yeah, when you pull the throttle back, you get your output power, you get your torque power, and you get your recharge power. So there's the regain, it's getting 1 bar of regain. So yeah, it does self-charge. You know, it regains what it can to give you a longer mileage. I've actually gone up to 51.9 miles now from 49.8. I'm on 99%. I took it at 100. So you know what, you really don't have to be afraid of this motorcycle as much as people will try and scare you, because it is actually a great bike. Like the throttle is so responsive, but it's also so gentle. I have absolutely whoa. So hey, good brakes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Takes a while, I'm sorry.
Yeah, nah, it's alright. Look at that, I could actually hear everything he said, and I'm sure you guys could hear everything that he's saying. Look, I can hear the police. My exhaust is not drowning out the sound. There they come. Hold up, Skippy. Hold up, Skippy. Man, the pop will be crazy. They be crazy, boy. I can't wait to hear this back and just see how much of everything you can hear. Oh, I didn't even synchronize the clips. Let me sync it right now. Hold on. Let me do a little beep beep. That's the horn. It doesn't sound so intimidating. It's like, you know, it's an electric bike. It's supposed to be friendly, so it looks quite decent. It looks quite nice. It's got a little bit of a mean look to it. It's quite gentle to ride. Suspension's a little bit stiff, and that's me comparing it on the CRF 250L or the 250 Rally. When I rode that thing had no power. Like, to me, that thing had literally no power. And the suspension was extremely soft. Look at that thing pick up to 45 miles an hour. It is great. And you know what? I've got a straight road here, so I'm going to test out the sports mode a little bit, because I am on a straight. Custom. There we go, we're on sport mode. Wow, you can actually I'm being gentle, but you can absolutely feel that. I mean, putting it through a video on a rainy day is very difficult to try and express what this bike is. But seriously, this bike, you just feel the G-force. It's electric, it's beautiful. If you had intercoms with your friends, you'd all be hearing each other. Okay, let's take it easy, take it easy. It's on eco a little bit. I mean, I'm actually quite paranoid about turning on this thing, just because what they said about the power output and how people do end up crashing. I'm quite confused by this, because I was at 100% and it said I had just under 50 miles, and now I'm on 98% and it's gone up again to 53.6 miles. My indicator is on. I think bikes need to have a little tick noise when you have your indicators on. I'm trying to give you guys a sample of just how much noise this thing makes. You can just creep up on people on this thing. This is what the police need, to creep up on people using their phones in their cars. That mirror is a little bit off, but I've got to say, I mean, my shoulders are a little bit tired because I'm so used to having them down on a sports bike. But I mean, this is great. I don't like how my hands are like this. They're turned like that. Whereas I think I'd get straight bars where my hands are like that. You can actually hear it. So there's the throttle. And there's that kind of like rubbing noise. I think that's the, what do you call it? I mean, it says regen over here, or regain. Whoa, 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 whoa. Come on. He's on his phone. What an absolute donkey. Now you watch people like Jake the Garden Snake doing wheelies on this thing. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna try it, but no, you freaking won't. Okay, that was a blocked road, so let's go this way. We are exploring.